What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Welcome back. So today we're gonna be watching another video, and what we got for y'all is Jynxi exposed Mr. Beast's biggest scam. Mr. Beast, his name is going around. I don't know what's going on, but we finna find out. Let's get it.
One of the most uncomfortable, weird streams of all time, bro.
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
You said Team Water was a Team Water was a scam. Yeah. Did you mean that? Yeah.
I'm telling you, I feel weird, especially after the Team Water thing, because I feel bad about that.
Recently, Mr. Beast has been under fire by a lot of streamers because of his Team Water event that a lot of people are looking back on as a detriment to event hosting as a whole, and something that did not bring their community together but did the complete opposite, with Mr. Beast at a certain point getting tired of all the hate and even commenting on certain people's posts on Twitter to try and defend himself. It gets pretty muddy with a lot of different streamers giving their opinions and takes on the entire situation, but I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start from the very beginning? Who even are any of these people, and how did we get here in the first place?
Just shout out to everyone, all the big donors, all the little donors, everyone who stayed up all night with us, everyone who didn't, anyone who even tuned in for a second, because you had some small part in getting hundreds of thousands of people clean water through this stream. And we broke a Guinness World Record. So thank you guys. Take care.
For anyone who's unaware, back in August of last year, Mr. Beast, biggest YouTuber in the world at this point, started a new project in order to get clean drinking waters to parts of Africa. This was very well received because giving clean drinking water to people that don't have it is a very noble thing and a very good thing that Mr. Beast is actually doing that. I mean, he has many different projects where he is just trying to help people in the world. So seeing him do another project like this had a bunch of people excited. And for this new project, instead of his normal Mr. Beast approach of putting ads in the middle of his YouTube videos or making a short here and there, he decided to reach out to the new audience that was gaining a lot of traction, that being streamers. So he tried to team up with a bunch of streamers, hop on calls with them to not only encourage them to donate, but basically encourage their audience as well to do the exact same thing.
My brother Steve will do it. Stevie, what we feeling?
I'll do 50,000.
Okay, let's go.
And then Beast, if you can get my YouTube channel back, I'll do $1 million.
Oh
God.
Oh,
Get it back tonight, I'll do. If you get it back tonight, I'll do $2 million.
yeah, I believe that.
Oh,
No, he's being serious, bro.
he's being dead serious.
All right.
We're getting logged hard here.
Let me go make some calls.
Hey!
What is this?
Yeah, there's this dirty thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. And, we're trying to raise money to get people clean water all around the world. It's, a big thing. People from it. And we were just curious. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
You really gonna do this at the McDonald's drive-thru, man? Is this gonna happen to me?
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
What seemed like an originally good idea was definitely used in a malicious way. Looking back at it, pulling in random people without them knowing on a live stream in order to ask them to donate to a charity when you already make a lot of money, even though most people probably would just say no or just not want to donate because they want to use their money to either donate other places or just do other.
So here's the thing, right? I wouldn't have allowed myself to feel pressured to do anything. I think that's just a difference in character, difference in boundaries, difference in morals and values, etc. Right? It'd be different if, Mr. Beast hit me up on the line. You feel me? Hey, yo, I'm trying to hop on stream. Boom, bap. Trying to raise money for this charity. It's a charity stream. Oh, okay, cool. We both can get off on it, what I'm saying? I could donate, get some notoriety, my chat can get engaged, my audience can, your audience can as well, they can find out about me, it would be a mutual thing. But it's different if you just make me join a stream or get me to join a stream and then, hey bro, let me hold $1, let me hold $1, let me hold $1, like bro, what? Man, I would have hung up real quick. You better than me. That's all I can say. I didn't need 2020. I don't need hindsight to know in that situation that, this dude trying to slight me right now. He trying to pull a fast one. Because you could have set the expectation beforehand. But now you're trying to get me on stream and then you got these other weirdo, on stream. Oh yeah, He pressured me as soon as I get in, and he got everybody. He's doing it to everybody, man. And I'll do 2 million. Nah, bro, y'all got it. If you're donating 2 million, why do I need to donate? That's 2 million years of clean drinking water, right? Every dollar is a year of free clean drinking water. So why would you need hundreds of $1,000s for me? You know what I'm saying? Unless I already had something preset in my mind going into it. But that's an entirely different situation. But I wouldn't allow myself to get pressured into doing nothing. What?
The things with, well, very pressured in order to do it because they're in front of not only a live audience, but a bunch of other people who are saying they're going to donate, going to match things, and they're going to do this and that with the money they actually hold. Along with the fact that this was, again, used maliciously, even by the people that were actually donating. In that one clip where it was Steve Will Do It, he said that he would donate over $2 million if he could get his channel back that night, which means he has the ability to do it now without actually getting his channel back, but he's trying to put a stipulation on it in order to gain something from this entire Team Waters event, which is again meant to just be used as a charity to help people. When we made all this 10 times worse is a lot of this hate wasn't even directed towards Team.
Before he goes into his next thing, I just want to say that's just the basis of life and everything. Nothing is done without the intention of having some sort of benefit to yourself. Getting a job, going to school, learning something, getting in a relationship, donating to charities and stuff. Albeit it could be any reason, but you're doing it for a reason. And just because Steve Will Do It was to get his channels back, I don't think makes it any worse than somebody doing it just because it makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there.
Team Waters or the people that were using it maliciously, a lot of it was directed towards Kai Cenat specifically because he didn't want to donate, so people were just throwing a lot of shade at him.
I told my stream 1 month ago I'm not ending till Kai Cenat donates to Team Water. I'm still live, bro. This guy Kai Cenat has not donated, and Aiden Ross, XQC, and Mr. Beast have donated $15 million in 24 hours. This is the most insane thing ever, bro. Kai Cenat does not care about the black kids in Africa. He doesn't care about any kids at all. This guy's in a new Urus every week, new Hellcat every week. This shit, and Kai is like,
what? This dude is a weirdo. For real. Ain't no way. Listen here, young man. Boy. Man, first off, we need to get you on a skincare routine, brother. Next thing we need to do is we need to teach you how to mind your own business. Why are people, I never understood that. Why were people on Kai Cenat's dick? You feel me? Why? Why are you worried about what he's doing with his money when Kai Cenat has arguably done more things for his community, or he's done things where it's allowed his community to engage with him on a much deeper level, where he hosted the event in New York, or he's hosting these parties, etc., like AMP parties, things like that. I feel like he's doing a lot more on top of the fact that he's building schools in Africa. What? Name any other streamer who's doing that or who's made the attempt to do that. I'll wait. So all that was completely unwarranted. On top of the fact that it's just because he's black or he's a person of color. That's really, when you boil it down, that's really what it was. And they were trying to bully him into doing something that he's not obligated to do. Just because I make a large sum of money doesn't then make me obligated to give it out. Yes, it would be nice. Yes, I understand the whole millionaires and billionaires is not needed, but they aren't obligated to. But it does say, it does give a hint to the type of people they are if they don't. I'm not disagreeing with that, but they're not obligated to. And it's the fact that he was getting all of that hate, but nobody was peeping in real time that Mr. Beast was pressuring and using his influence and his wisdom that he's gained from years of experience on YouTube as a content creator, and leveraging all of that experience and knowledge and the audience and weaponizing it into something that's supposed to just be, from the heart, essentially. That's really what it was supposed to be all about. But he really just did it for money. He's going to write it off as a tax write-off. He got more notoriety off of it. He got other people to pay for it, so he didn't have to come up front with all of the money. He got other people to do that for him. And then he big broed all of you guys. And by him doing that, he now knows he can. He now knows that you guys don't have boundaries to where in the moment you guys are going to check him. Now he knows he could just do that. But let me stop before I just go on a rant. Y'all know how I be.
About who's richer, streamer going to band for band. So whoever donates most to Team Water are the richest. I'll take bronze medal. I can probably get third place. Where's Kai's donation then? I thought Kai already donated.
Well, this is a live stream. You gotta say it. Okay, I was just gonna say it'd be funny if Kai came in and put it over $1,050,000 just to get back at you guys for the little bit of trash talk.
There wasn't trash talk.
You said you would donate $400K if he did.
Yeah.
I guess that's not trash talk, but or at least maybe not
You put us up to it.
Your community runs with it.
At the time, the only person that was
Hey, am I wrong? Hey, right there. Y'all peep what he's doing? He knows that XQC's, Aiden's, and his own audience is watching. He knows that if Kai Cenat's not live streaming, there's probably some people from his live stream in there watching as well, neutral parties. That if he said that, it's like an instigation, because even Aiden said it right there. Oh, it wasn't a back and forth. It wasn't a argument. It wasn't, it wasn't nothing like that, It's just, I said this, he said that, and that was it. But Mr. Beast was trying to bring more light to the situation and more instigate it to either get Kai Cenat and pressure him again into donating, or 2, getting Aiden to donate more. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And seeing all of that in real time just solidified for me personally that Mr. Beast just not for me. I used to watch his content when he was more of like a niche creator, when people didn't really know about him and he was coming up, and then he started doing more high value and high production styled videos and content, and then he started leaning more towards the giving to get type of route. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know anything about money, you got to give money to get money. Money, this is how money works. And he's perfected that. He gives people a certain amount of money. He makes them work for it. He puts on this huge show, and then he gets everything, all of the profit from it. And he gets people wanting to play the games for him, aka workers. He gets to write it off as tax expenses and stuff like that for content creation and write-offs, and all of the equipment was necessities for producing said video, etc. And then he gets to walk away with making millions off of the video. Man, capitalism at its finest.
really getting a bunch of hate for Team Waters was Kai Cenat, purely because he wasn't donating or even speaking about Team Waters as a project, because he just either didn't want to donate or really wasn't a reason given. And because of that, the internet was definitely sending him a ton of hate, with a bunch of commentary videos being made, as you saw people throwing subliminals or just making outright TikToks talking about how he apparently doesn't care because he is not donating to this charity. They even tried to call him a bunch of times while they were on stream, and it just did not pan out. Well, again, in hindsight, you can see as a lot of these tactics are very weird and backhanded, even though they're supposed to be for a good cause. Overall, the event just didn't go how it was supposed to. And these feelings are being spoken out about now, most recently by Jynxi, who happened to be on a call with certain people when trying to apparently help Mr. Beast get donations, and he spoke about how he wasn't actually happy with the way things played out and the way that they went about hosting that event.
One of the most uncomfortable, weird streams of all time, bro. Basically, this is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just Mr. Beast pressuring people into donating to Team Water, which is a great cause. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, chat. If Team Water raises, $100 million, who gets the credit for it, bro? Who's gonna make the tweet and say, oh, this is Team Water and we raised this amount of money? Who gets all the credit for the chat? Mr. Beast. Exactly. So basically, we're all donating. He's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, hundreds of thousands of people. When you combine all the streams, you're talking 200,000 people are watching this live. And at the end of the day, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, it goes to a good cause, so I don't really care. It goes to a good cause. But that's all this stream is, bro. This is one of the, This stream was just excruciating, bro.
I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be sitting here being like, yo, Novely, why are you trying to defend these people who make millions of dollars? They could double, triple, quadruple their money by just sitting down and watching YouTube videos. Could even be possibly watching this YouTube video. And it's because I'm fine with people donating their money and even giving back to charity. But the way that Mr. Beast did it was definitely weird and it used as a tactic to weaponize their audience. He is a content creator and the biggest one on YouTube at that. So he understands that other content creators are going to want to look good in the public eye, not go through again what Kai Cenat been through by just not donating, because that's going to make a portion of your audience turn on you, and for the worst as it is, they could possibly just stop watching you, stop consuming your content, and overall move to other communities, basically flatlining what you have going on purely because you didn't want to support or want to publicly donate to Team Water.
Okay, I feel like that has a lot more to do with the type of audiences that these people have garnered. I don't think there is anything wrong with Kai Cenat. And then if you really break it down, what happened to Kai Cenat? He got hate. When you really break it down, he got people dissatisfied with the decision that he made. So they took their opinions to the internet to then voice them. How is that any different than any other situation? And that's the problem with these people, is because a lot of content creators, I'm gonna keep it a buck, are just sheep, just followers. There's a difference in like making the same type of content as other people. And then there's also a difference in standing on things and having principles and morals and things that, you know, you'll stand on. Those people, they don't have that, you know. They allowed Mr. Beast to come in there and pressure them, and they felt like, oh, Kai Cenat is going to get this hate, and I'm not going to be able to sustain myself if I get hate and people leave my channel. Well, first off, you need to question the type of people that you have garnered to view you. I like to think that the type of community that I'm going to build and I'm going to create, if I was to make a decision like that, you guys wouldn't just be so quick, oh man, I'm gonna stop messing with bro because he didn't donate to that charity. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you would know, and my audience would understand, that I don't have to, regardless of however much money that I make. I'm not obligated to, especially with the person that's putting on the cause can do it off the strength of his own liquidity. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't allow myself to get pressured. Jynxi talking about it was one of the most uncomfortable streams and stuff like that. See, that's a difference in boundaries, because boundaries teach people how to treat you. And that would have been overstep or overreach over my boundaries, trying to panhandle me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to catch me off guard like that. I would feel slighted, because it's different, like I said, if you reached out to me beforehand and it was the expectation was set, but then for me to get on there and then it turns into a stream where you're just panhandling every single person that comes on. Yeah, no, it's not going to sit right with me. And I would have voiced my opinion. And that's the problem with these people, is that they're scared to be disliked. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't mess with my decision. But at the end of the day, my decision is what's best for me and my family and the people I care about and the things that I care about. And that's how you guys should operate. Don't just make decisions because people are bullying you or pressuring you or trying to weaponize or demonize different characteristics or traits of this space and leverage it against you. You know, don't allow yourself to do that. And this is where, you know, you're the sum of the 5 people around you. If you allow yourself to do this, then people are going to see that they can do that to you. And it's just going to be this continuous cycle. And then, yeah, I'm about to go into a tangent. But yeah, bro, you shouldn't allow yourself to feel pressure to do anything if you don't want to do it. You have every right to your decision as they do theirs.
And Mr. Beast clearly knew that by putting them not only in front of his audience, or the other streamers' audience, but their own audience as well, and forcing them into this position that was very unnecessary and pretty malicious.
You saw most of it? Okay, so Mr. Beast said people don't gotta donate if they don't want to, which is a fact, right, Mr. Beast? But for some reason, Kai Cenat didn't even say nothing about, he said nothing about this shit. This nigga got his road for a week straight. So that's why they made this joke, you feel me? Because when a certain someone didn't, they got they road for a fucking week, man.
We were streaming in front of hundreds of thousands of people and the clips got millions of views. So they did get credit. Regardless, I don't feel bad for asking multi-millionaires publicly to help people drinking dirty water get access to clean water so they can live longer. I feel like Mr. Beast's response took out all the nuance that Jynxi was saying, specifically at the end where he talks about asking multi-millionaires to donate to people who have bad drinking water, which they don't have a problem with. And even Jynxi even stated in the clip he doesn't have an issue with being asked that or even being asked to donate in general. It's just the way that Mr. Beast went about it. He understands content creation, he understands the online space, and he understands the position that he put a lot of those creators into and how that actually was an unfair setting to ask them that. Putting them in front of other people's audience, putting them in front of the eye of scrutiny, he understands how that's going to go. And again, this is the most recent tweet that Jimmy has made talking about the situation responding to Jynxi. So this is after we already saw that even when you do just say no and be like you don't want to donate or just have any little pushback for Team Water, they were going in on Kai's meat for an entire month straight. So it's not as simple as, hey man, you could just say no, because he obviously understands what's actually going to happen when people actually do just say no or don't even give a reason as to why they might not be donating.
Access to clean water so they could live longer. Holy, he took the mainstream route, so he automatically wins because the majority will agree with him. Jeez Louise. There's a difference between asking millionaires for donations and then asking fucking... I'll give a perfect example. You asked Rug to donate. Rug said he'll donate 10K. You said it wasn't enough, so you made him donate more. That shit is fucking weird. I agree with what Jynxi's saying. You guys put me in a group chat and I said, yeah, I'll donate. And then you guys asked me, how much do you want to donate? I said, oh, I don't remember how much I said when they finally got me in the call, but they wanted me to donate like $100,000 to $150,000. And then you also literally had a stream with Aiden Ross and XQC. And then I think you didn't, yeah, I donated $50. And it was fucking awesome, bro. I gave 50 years of free water.
Hey, I'm not saying that it's a thing of color, but let's say Kai Cenat did donate only $50 or $100. I feel like he would still get hate. So the whole Kai Cenat thing, bro, I'm just gonna be my last time talking about it. But that thing, that whole bit was unwarranted. And it just really showed how, just as a person of color in this space, you really have to just stand on 10 toes and stand on your principles, because these other people in this space are going to try to play you, and they're going to try to weaponize and leverage it. Because it's, like I said, it's even worse for Kai Cenat, because on top of, you know, the audience thing and Mr. Beast or Jimmy leveraging all of that stuff, he also understands the position of being a person of color, what that would put you in by not engaging in, you know, with it. And like I said, Mr. Beast knows what he's doing. He's been in this game for a long time. He's taken his time to master it. I'm pretty sure he has a book out there that helps you with becoming like a content creator or something like that. But yeah, he's mastered this game, so he knows what he's doing. Weirdo. That would like 100. Oh, that's not enough. You need to donate this much. Like what? Yeah, come on now.
And then he also, did he not like never hit Aiden Ross about like their shit? He took like all, like, I don't know, bro.
The public perception of Mr. Beast was just tanking every time he opened his mouth. And I was actually genuinely surprised to see a tweet by Mr. Beast responding to any of this controversy, because normally he tries to stay on the good graces of the internet as much as possible. And something like this was bound to be scrutinized by not only people on Twitter, but streamers alike, because they just weren't going to agree with what he was saying, because again, what he was saying was lacking a lot of nuance and was going after someone who genuinely felt like, hey, donating in general was fine. It's just the way that he went about it wasn't the right way. And that's something you could easily just take accountability for and say, hey, moving forward, I just won't do that. And Jimmy instead decided to do something completely different, which left a lot more people to criticize not only his response, but also the past actions that he made, because we can all see in hindsight that it actually wasn't the greatest. Another person who was also commenting on this was Aiden Ross, because he was a main figure that was there, not only hosting the streams on the Zoom call, but overall got played by Mr. Beast in the end, because he did all of this to help Team Water, help Mr. Beast, and basically never got a call back or never even heard from Mr. Beast afterwards.
I don't think Mr. Beast gets the point. I also do want to keep it a buck. I privately texted Jynxi and I apologized. And I'm going to publicly apologize to Jynxi because he's right. Anybody who thinks he isn't right, you're incorrect. When no...
Yo, what about your apology to Kai Cenat, man?
streamers were answering the phone. I came through. XQC came through. It was a good experience for the most part. And it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't good pressuring people. It made a lot of streamers look bad. And I do apologize for that as well.
Aiden Ross's response for the most part is just what a lot of people were expecting Mr. Beast to say, that at the end of the day, he put streamers and other content creators in a very weird situation in order to donate, but at the end of the day does want to sit there and thank them for the good work they did and just apologize behind the scenes for how everything went down. It would have been that simple instead of going back and forth in an internet battle that you're most likely not going to win, because not only is it you against maybe Twitter or this one content creator, it is now Mr. Beast versus this content creators community, Aiden Ross's community, Stable Ronaldo's community, while also trying to go back and forth with a bunch of people on Twitter. Like, it's not going to go in the right place. And overall, most of the people are going to see you being very weird and now edgy instead of the normal Mr. Beast that a lot of people know. And what adds on to that dog pile of hate is the fact that people actually haven't had any updates on all the stuff that's going on, which makes a lot of people who actually did end up donating to Team Waters feel like they were getting scammed. Again, that being Aiden Ross, who is a big proponent of even pushing this as a whole.
And if there's videos and pictures of the wells being built and shit, that's different. So where are they? This does not fucking count. This is something you see in a fucking textbook at school. What the fuck, dude? No. Where is it? Where is it? It's 41 million years of water. And I'll probably get texts and calls, but I don't care. This shit is a shit show. And I got fucked. From my opinion, I did. Don't care. My perspective, I did. It was a great stream. I don't take that back, but could have been done better. Also, fuck that. No. Hell no. I'm gonna say some shit. I was put on a threw the off. That's me. Throw in the trash. Said I was gonna be in the videos where everyone's streamer setups were built. All this. Never happened. Every single streamer has weird ass allegations, but Aiden Ross is the controversial figure. I'm the fucked up guy, right? When I'm open about everything. Me and my friend group, we show you guys everything, but I'm the fucked up guy. Saikuna, that fucking Asian person, just got caught being a serial cheater. I saw that shit. All these guys are all fucked up. But the one thing you'll know about me is I'm fucked up, but I show everyone I'm fucked up.
Now, obviously.
Right. Anyways, Mr. Beast, he's in the position where he could have made progress, shown updates or anything like that. Like, with the high production style content that he makes, and just with his experience, his wealth, and his liquidity and funds that he has, within a year, by the 6-month mark, he could have had some type of update. And especially with the type of person I'm assuming Mr. Beast is, with, you know, being someone who plans things out, I'm sure he could have, if he hasn't, had a plan set up to where, okay, once I get this money, okay, if this is the first thing that's going to get done, then this is getting done. All right, we're going to position this here and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. But it is kind of inexcusable, the fact that he hasn't had any updates whatsoever. Like, come on now. 100 and something million years of free clean drinking water? Okay. So I'm really curious as to see how he's going to go about doing this, because, you know, it's something that's, quite frank, hasn't been done to that large degree. You know what I'm saying?
Anything that is about to be said moving forward, especially after calling a charity like this a scam or even alluding to any of that, is just opinion based and not in truth at all. Purely alleged thoughts going on right now, because legally that would be wrong and I would never do something like that. But a lot of people are running with the accusation that not only is Team Water a scam, but Mr. Beast is knowingly trying to hide any activities from it, and even the people that aided him in getting Team Water to where it is, that being SQC and Aiden Ross, when they did the live stream together on Kick, are getting little to no communication, not only for future events in Team Water, but just overall talking as a whole. Because Aiden Ross, you saw there, just went on a rant about him not being invited to anything that Mr. Beast has going on, even though he was a big proponent and basically the only one that was trying to help him outside of SQC when it came to the Team Waters event. Because of those accusations you just saw right there, Aiden Ross got a very important message from Mr. Beast because of the claims that he made while he was on stream.
Oh, my bad. You talking about the Mr. Beast shit, Prismel? Bro, I got a text about threatening illegal. Try it, bro. Please try it. I swear, bro, I'm begging. Because the motherfuckers that threaten to push legal today, I will win. And you got money, so it's great. Like, please try it, bro. Allegedly, in my opinion, I say it. Rock Nation gave me that fucking key. Try it. I'm not worried or bothered at all.
People having concerns about a charity that's going on is a normal thing. Again, not to use Kai Cenat as like the big overarching example, but Kai was building schools in Africa with the money that he made from a subathon, and that was under a lot of scrutiny. The point where people even went out and made fake videos of going to the site where the schools were supposed to be in order to check where they are. So people online speculating if the actual charities you're generating all of this money for are legitimate at all, because in multiple
Yeah, that's what we need. Where's the Mr. Beast video of I went to X, Y, and Z place to see if Mr. Beast started the operation and projects for clean water? Where's that video? Like, excuse me. It's low-key starting to irritate me because it's like I've had to deal with scrutiny myself and, you know, just the general workplace. And just to see it happen to someone else that's similar to me, and then to see someone else on the complete opposite spectrum not have that level of scrutiny to any degree. In fact, he's going to be forgiven most likely, and I highly doubt this situation is going to turn into something where it causes Mr. Beast to lose any type of influence, because he's just going to do another event where X, Y, and Z people can join and do X, Y, and Z things to win this amount of money. And most times, 9 out of 10 people aren't going to turn that down. Oh, I got to do this and do that for how long? And I get hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh yeah. You know, people are willing to do anything for money. So it's not going to affect him on that part, but I don't know. Maybe this will open people's eyes to, you know, the facade of content creation, of how, because, you know, there's a lot of pro-social activity and people developing personal relationships with the creators. So hopefully this will just burst open that bubble and just show that people really aren't all that they seem. You know, there are some people that are like that, but not everybody. I don't know. Mr. Beast has always given me that, you know, kind of off, he's weird. He's kind of off-putting a little bit.
Cases, there have been times where people have gotten a lot of money for a specific charity and it hasn't turned out well. Now, has that happened with Mr. Beast? Not really, but it makes sense for people to be a little bit skeptical or just want some sort of update after tons and tons of people donated money. It's not just streamers, just normal everyday people donating their money to try and help out a good cause, and giving them zero updates just doesn't seem like a good thing. And also, going all this way to threaten legal action with Aiden Ross isn't too crazy, but you would have to do that with a bunch of other people, because multiple times that people already called out that Team Waters was a little bit fishy or was a scam in some way, literally outright saying that at one point in front of Mr. Beast's face.
You said Team Water was a Team Water was a scam? Yeah. Did you mean that? Yeah. Ray.
I'm sorry, bro.
Ray.
I feel like 40 mil is just too much.
Wait, you want to go to Africa and see it?
Nah. There's no way. Like they need this much. Like I know they need water, but I feel like 5 mil can build like a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're trying to get 40 million years of clean water to people around the world.
I feel like 5 mil can last 100 years.
Yeah, but it's for millions of people.
Oh, okay. You might be right. I don't know. It's got me, but you know.
You're a funny guy.
That's what I think, bro.
I mean, you're just clip on me. I get it.
Nah. I mean it.
What?
I read me.
I can't fake it, man. I fuck with Jimmy. Jimmy cool. That motherfucking shit that was pulled last month was a little fishy. No hard feelings though. That was a little, I'm just being real. But shout out to Jimmy, man.
Depending on how you actually feel about how sue-worthy those responses are, especially with Ray just also not fully comprehending it, is all the way up to y'all. But it's not like Team Waters hasn't been under some scrutiny for some time now by multiple other creators, with them outright calling it a scam again like Ray, or with someone like Kai with one of the biggest platforms ever saying that it was a little fishy. That is going to cause people to look at Team Waters in a very different light. But as soon as Aiden Ross says something, he immediately gets hit with the lawsuit. I found that pretty funny, but I'm genuinely not surprised seeing these types of actions from Mr. Beast. But it doesn't even seem like it matters because a lot of people aren't even on his side. But there were some people in that community who are trying to defend them, that being SQC, because when he went on his stream, he had a couple of words to say that weren't fully backing what everybody else had thought.
Chat, as much as I want to agree with Jynxi as best as I can, right? I agree with what he says, right? But the way out of it is like a really simple solution. Like if you get called up, I think you could just say, like a lot of people did, yo, I just donate privately and shit like that. Like
Like, oh, that's a cool cause. Good job, guys. I really like the stream. Gotta keep it up. And I usually keep my donations private so that it's just the way it operates. And then people and nobody really blinked an eye about people who said that. This stream was just excruciating. I mean, just lie. No, that's not. It's
who cares if it's private or public? It's just like you shouldn't expect credit. You should just give for the love.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I absolutely agree with that. At the end of the day, it's kind of a donation, right? And yes, somebody's gonna claim the credit, and maybe that annoys you. Then maybe that makes you not donate, whatever, right? But that makes your vision that it's gonna be an exchange service where you will get credit for this, and the fact that somebody else gets credit, then you won't do it. Then I feel like it's a little bit like it's a bit like hate farming a little bit.
I didn't see any of this, but did Mr. Beast like pressure people into donating?
It was okay. I said it while it was live, and I said it afterwards. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that the methods were a little bit too much. It nudged a little bit. It was way too much.
Even as
XQC, you're missing a point, bruh. It wasn't about the fact that, like, he's getting on the fact that they could have just said no. Essentially, is what he was saying. They could have just said no, because you didn't even need to go the whole route of I donate privately and stuff. Because why do I need to say all that? You know, I could have just said no, I'm good. And that's the problem, is people feeling like, one, they need to explain themselves, and then two, living by other people's validation through others. Yeah, okay, that's your opinion. Yeah, you feel like people shouldn't be donating for the benefit of this. They should just do it out of the kindness of their heart. But that's just your opinion. It doesn't matter. The whole point is to get the money. That's what matters, is accumulate some funds so we can help people out. Why people donate the money doesn't matter, but they did. But that's not the problem. The problem is the method of madness. And it's weird that the focus is XQC took the route of deciding to focus on the responses and the reactions to Mr. Beast asking for money and asking for assistance with this project, as opposed to the way he went about it. Because Mr. Beast could have simply just sent a text out to people. He could have made a tweet and just said, hey, let your favorite creator know about this. All I'm asking is $1. What? And to Ray's point, yeah, imagine if all you really need is 4 million, 7. Why do you need 40 million? You know what I'm saying? And then for you to have all of that money and then for there not to be any progress shown. Yeah, so XQC and whoever else was on that call, they're missing the point. That's not the point. Mr. Beast, why are we on this stream together and you panhandling me, man? Bro, on here, let me hold $1.
XQC, who's partially defending what Mr. Beast has going on, specifically in the people donating part, offering other solutions and telling people ways they could have still provided to this charity, but not actually being scrutinized by the internet, which you can have your opinions on that, because again, we literally saw someone go live like Kai Cenat, who didn't do anything but still get scrutinized on the internet, had some couple of comments and critiques for Mr. Beast anyway. Even though he was still trying to defend parts of what happened, he still had critiques about what he went about doing and the ways that he did things, because he again basically held streamers there at the whim of the internet, knowing they basically could not say no. And that's the weird actions that a lot of people are calling out. Funny enough, this all only came about again because Jynxi happened to be watching a commentary YouTube video like this, and this sparked him to talk about the Team Waters event and led to a domino effect of a bunch of people sharing their.
Look, that's one thing. As a grown man, you ain't finna pressure me into doing nothing. Unless you got a gun to my head or whatever, bro. You ain't finna. This is what I'm saying. These, oh man, sheep, man, followers. That's what they are, man. And then to give your opinions on what other people should do. What? Weirdo. So, yeah, if Mr. Beast, if that was me in this situation, and he called me, and I hop on the stream, and I'm like, yo, what's up, Mr. Beast? How you doing? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And he instantly hits me.
Yeah, man. So we donating to this charity. How much you got? How much you trying to throw in?
And then I'm hearing other people in the back, oh, yeah. As soon as I hopped in, he was doing the same thing to me. And I donated $1 million. I donated 50,000. Man, how much you gonna donate? Dang, man. Oh, it seems like you got all the money you need. I'm good. Thank you, though. I wish you luck. Like, that would have been my response. And if you don't rock with me for that, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? People are, I don't know. I feel like people are just scared to make a mistake, scared to be disliked, whatever. Like, man, I'm not. I've made many mistakes, and I'm going to make more mistakes in the future. That's how I grow. That's how I learn. That's how it is for everybody. And if you're the type of person where I make a mistake or I make a decision where it's not necessarily affecting anybody negatively through the decision that I'm making, because the water, me donating or not doesn't change the state of the water. Well, it does, me donating, but then me not donating doesn't change the fact that he's gonna go and panhandle other people. You feel me? But yeah, as a grown man, I am not gonna allow that to happen.
Thoughts and opinions on it, which also led to this video right here. And unfortunately, I don't feel like there's going to be any real solution, because nobody, unless they are given exactly what they want, which is probably like an apology, some sort of acknowledgement for Aiden Ross to be included in stuff that Mr. Beast has going on, the likelihood of all of those things happening is just so low that I feel like they're just going to ride this hate wave until it fades away and act like nothing even happened in the first place. Pretty unfortunate, but at the end of the day, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that would be
look, and like I said in the beginning, it's not going to change anything. I'm just reacting to it because I'm just like, y'all, man, it's all this stuff going on. I'm a spectator just like y'all. But that's the thing right there, right? If I was in that situation and Mr. Beast did that to me, yeah, I would ride the wave, but I wouldn't forget. It's like Tupac said, forgive, but don't forget, and yeah, I'm not going to forget that. So if we want to do any collabs in the future, or you want to work with me in the future, if I was Aiden, yeah, you are going to have to, apologize for, putting me on that run, putting me on that loop, especially when you're still making content and you're still making moves in your own personal life. And you went out of your way to panhandle me and pressure other content creators into doing this cause for you. And you can't even give us the courtesy of any updates, any progress photos, videos, anything like that. But hey, that's it. Y'all seen the video with me. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day or night or morning, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.